Hello YouTube, this is Shine and welcome to my channel, AC Shaman TV. I know I've been gone for some time, but I was in an accident about a few years back and my back decided it was going to act up on me. It was one of the areas that was injured, and so I needed to take the time to do some healing to bring it back to a sort of a calmer state. And so I am happy to be back. And those who have been subscribed to me, thank you for sticking around. And I'll say hello to any new subscribers that I have, or those of you who will subscribe. Hello and welcome. And since I've been away for some time, I will be doing the videos for the rest of the year based on each individual sign. So if you are watching this and you are not resonating with your sun sign, please go ahead and check your rising sign or your moon sign as well to see if that resonates much better for you. So again, I'm very pleased to be back to making videos, and let's get started. Hello Virgo, this is your reading. Now I've already pre-shuffled, so I'm just doing a little bit more. Okay. So the first card is the Five of Air. And so this is talking about maybe having to take a look at what's going on around you. Maybe you've had to take a stand on something, and something that you didn't really want to, but you had to. And so this is talking about you making sure that whatever it is that you had to put your foot down in regards to, that others are not trying to create trouble for you. Okay. So be aware of maybe someone, if someone's trying to sabotage you or make you look bad, just keep an eye on that. Okay. If you've had to put a stand, your foot down and say, no, we're not doing it that way, or whatever it is, just make sure that someone isn't trying to stab you in the back. All right. The next card is the Three of Fire. And it says that, maybe it's you might have to look at, where you are and where you'd like to go, what things you'd like to see happen. And sometimes it's about being able to make some long-term plans and start making some decisions about things that maybe, if this is in regards to a work environment, maybe you have to look at, maybe, where do I want to be? Is this the place I want to be? And so it's about starting to put some ideas out there and seeing maybe, how you can bring it forth. Okay. The next card is the Five of Water. And this is talking about maybe things not working out the way you had thought they would. Again, I'm getting something in regards to work. If you, maybe that's why you have to make these long-term plans, because maybe things aren't working out the way you really had hoped they would, and you're having to fight other people in your work environment. So you want to make sure that you know what are other people's motives as well. You know, what is their ulterior motive for doing certain things for you or against you. So just be aware, just be cautious, and maybe you need to start looking at maybe where you want to be and where you want to go, because maybe this isn't the right environment for you, but it's something you need to spend some time and think about. But you got to remember, not all is lost. You know, right now you're feeling the pressure and you're feeling, you know, frustrated and sad and not sure, you know, what is going on and why all of this is happening. But it's about, you know, making sure you remain calm so that you're able to have a sense of clarity and be able to um, move forward and take steps that you need to take, um, to pull yourself out of this type of situation. Okay, the next card is the Seven of Earth, and this is talking about maybe things not actually happening as quickly as you would like it to. Maybe you were hoping for a certain promotion and it's not happening the way you thought it would, or you were offered, you know, some kind of raise, or you were promised something, some kind of raise, and it's being, you know, kind of changed or being taken back, and you're feeling really frustrated and trying to put your foot down and saying, you know, this is unacceptable, you know, I was promised this, and whatever it is, it's talking about maybe things taking a little longer than you had hoped. And even if you're looking at trying to move forward somewhere or move to another job, just, you know, don't rush it. Take time and really source out what you need to, really plan out what you need to. If it's wanting to leave where you are or leave the environment that you're in, it's about taking time and assessing everything, but lifting your head up and seeing that there is still more to come. Um, it may feel frustrating and you may feel sad and disheartened at this time, but you need to also look to the future, see what the possibilities are. And you can't do that if you are, you know, in a sad state, because it's hard to see forward if we have our heads down. Okay, so but know that things will turn, but it may just take a little longer than you are hoping for. Even if you're staying with this company, take just know it's going to take time. But you know, just also be weary of others that are around you, and what their motives are. That's I'm getting that. So just, you know, be cautious in that sense, but you know, still make the plans that you need to see what possibilities there are for you out there. And you know, you don't have to be stuck in one particular place. See what else is out there for you. Okay, let's see what the additional message is, or what is the saying? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. See the other possibilities. If this is a work situation and you know you think you have to move forward, take time and plan it carefully, and you know, don't just rush from one situation into another that may not be the best for you. So plan it carefully so that you know what you're doing. Okay, and lift your head up so that you can move forward and know that it's gonna be okay. The additional card is endings and beginnings. And it says, the old must be released so that the new can enter. So again, if this is about you leaving an environment, then, you know, sometimes we need to close one chapter in order for us to turn the page, right? To move into the next chapter. So sometimes we do have to let go of things that aren't working for us so that we can move forward into something better, something brighter, something more fulfilling. But again, it's going to take time. So maybe now is the opportunity for you to start to plan and have some ideas, should things not work the way you're hoping it would. And that way you can make an easy transition if that's what your wish is. But you will make the best decision, again, with you looking upwards, being able to have a sense of clarity. So make sure that you're really clear on what it is that you're wanting to do, and you're not doing it out of anger and frustration, but you're doing it because it's the sensible thing for you to do at this point in your life, and where you want to be and where you want to go. All right, let's take a look at your health and wellness. Okay, your card says change physicians. And so it says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for leading me to the best healer for this situation. Amen. So this is talking, if you have a physician that maybe is not working for you, or they're not helping you the best way possible, this is talking about you may be looking at changing your physician so that you can get the best possible care. You finding a physician that is maybe more attentive to you, listens to you, and takes more care that you're not just a number. Someone who wants to help you to have a more fulfilling life. Whatever, I don't know who this is for, but whatever, you know, if you have a physician that is not really helping you, and it's like come in and ask one question and boom, you're out of there. Maybe you want to take a look at finding someone who is really more attentive to you. Okay, let's see what the additional message is, because having a physician who cares is really important, because and listens to you, you know. And not just quickly writes a prescription um, for you. The additional message is look deeper. So, you know, this is an opportunity for you to really delve into your relationship with your physician, delve deep into your healthcare needs, look into what you need personally, and see if the physician you have right now is giving you what you need, or, you know, do you need to look for someone else, someone who can really help you. Um, but only you can make that decision, of course, you know, and taking the time and really going within and really seeing, is this the right person to help me, to get me to where I want to be, to have the type of health that I want to have. So take some time and look into that, and look into yourself and see the times that you've spent with this physician. Is this the right person for you? All right. Let's take a look at the couples in terms of relationship and love. And it says children. And so this card is talking about, it says your love life is being affected by children. And so this is talking about your children maybe playing a large role in terms of your relationship. Maybe you haven't had a chance to really spend some time with each other because, maybe your child is a special needs, or, there's something happening with your child, and your focus has been on your child, which is what it should be. But what this card is talking about is maybe finding a way to spend some time with each other, spend some quality time together, um, with you and your partner, you and your spouse, maybe doing something you haven't done in a long time. And if you can find a good provider, childcare provider, that will allow you to be able to go um, on a date or go do something that you haven't done. Maybe a family member that understands your child may be able to watch your child for the night or for the day or something that will allow the two of you to reconnect and come back together and just be together. Okay. Let me see what the additional message is. Actually, it's this card. And the card is healing. And so this is talking about, finding a way to heal your relationship if it's been challenging, if you have a child that has needs that require a lot of attention. Sometimes relationships start to there's a lot of frustration, lots of fighting, lots of anger, and it's important to heal your relationship, to create that bond again, to have that solid foundation that you need each other, right? So that you can be stronger together, to help your child, to help each other, to be the support for one another. And that healing will make your relationship stronger, will make your family dynamic much stronger. And this is important for your relationship as well as for your children. And so if you can find a way to spend some time together and really bring back your relationship, bring back the old ways, that the fun that you used to have, the things you used to do, and if it's just really just spending time and talking and just even ordering a pizza and just and a glass of wine, just being together, just something simple. It doesn't have to be a lot, but it's that reconnection, it's that you know that bond that you're trying to bring back together. I'm sure the bond is there, but if sometimes it's stretched so much, that you don't want it to snap, you want to bring it back and create something solid, something that you both need that support, so that you can support each other and support your child as well. Okay, let's look at the singles. Okay, the card is codependency. And it says addictions are affecting your romantic life. So this is talking about either you maybe having some kind of um, behavior that is not healthy, right? Um, or maybe you used to date somebody who was dependent on some type of, whether it's drugs or whether it's, sex, whatever the addictive behavior that is not healthy is affecting how you're viewing things at this point. And it's important to do some work around that, do some healing work. If it's you that has the addictive behavior, again, it could be anything. I mean, it could be addiction to work, addiction to food, um, drugs, alcohol, you name it, anything that is not healthy. You want to find a way to do some healing work around that before you move yourself into another relationship. And whether, because even if you're not with the person that maybe had um, the addiction, you were dealing with all of that. All of that is still around you, and you've had to figure out ways to be in that relationship. And so healing that before you move into another relationship is going to be really helpful for you, so that you're not bringing the same thought process into another relationship, or you think that person is going to be similar, or you don't get yourself into another relationship with somebody else who um, has some kind of behavior that is not going to be conducive to a healthy relationship. Okay. um, let's see what the additional message is. And the card is infinite supply. And it says you are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. So this is saying that, one, you're not alone. You have support. There's an abundance of energy. There's an abundance of guides that can help you. There's an abundance of there's an abundance that lets you know that you are not alone. You're not separated. You're not in this by yourself. Okay. um this is saying that you are not by yourself. You are not alone. And there is support. There is an infinite supply of of energy that you can draw on to give you the strength that you need in order to be able to deal with this situation. Um, call on your guides. Ask for help. If it's for yourself, there's places you can go. Look into that if that's what you need. And if it's for someone you were in a relationship with, still there are support groups and there are places you can go to help you to better heal and better deal with this, so that way you can move forward into a relationship that is going to be healthy for you. Okay. Overall, you just have to continue to be strong and know that sometimes, again, a chapter has to close in order for a new one to start. And it may be challenging, but it's important for you to um, know that if that is what you need to do, if that's the steps you need to take, then go forth and do it. And but you have to lift your head up to see what direction you want to go and which path you want to take. And it may not all happen very quickly, but as you start to plan, you'll have more strength to be able to take the move that you need to take and be able to go forth. If if the if there's someone at your work that is you feel as though that they're trying to, I don't want to say sabotage, but um, they're trying to interfere with your work in some way. um, be cautious of that. Pay attention to that so that that doesn't happen to you. Okay, don't take care of yourself. Okay, take care of yourself till you know what it is that you're doing, and be weary of those around you who may not have your best interest at heart. So tap into your intuition and use that to help you to better assess as well, if you're not quite sure. And again, call on your guides to help you through this process. And if you need to look at maybe finding another physician who can better help you in your life. I hope this was helpful, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.